Welcome back to Pretty Much Experts. Robert John. Beside me, as always, is Skyler ripping bongs.
Oh yeah, ripping bongs.
And we got Mikey over in his fucking car casting. How you doing, buddy?
Ripping pants.
Ripping pants.
Yeah.
Ripping ass.
Ripping ass.
Ripping pants with ass. Yeah, doing good. Lots to talk about.
Yeah, good.
Oh, there's always so much to talk about.
Been a good week. Been a long week.
I love these weekly check-ins because the three of us have some, shit going on. We got
full
dozens
disclosure,
of followers that also
I love them, and I also fucking hate them.
This week I'm fucking pumped though, because usually me and Skyler go dicks solid all Saturday night.
Yeah,
dick solid. And then Sunday, the last month, I guess, of shows, we've been so hungover and unable to talk, and I feel like there's a lot of dead air.
Yeah.
But I only drank 9 or 10 beers last night. It wasn't blackout. I didn't black out this weekend for the first time in a while. Yeah, I'm proud of myself.
Yeah, I felt good too.
So I'm fucking ready to go. I'm already 3 or 4 beers deep in the day.
Yeah, it makes it easier to drink today when I'm not fucking hungover.
Yeah, it's great.
That's a good time.
But yeah, Merry Christmas, everybody. This is Christmas Day episode.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
That's when it's coming out?
Yeah, it's coming out Wednesday. Special Wednesday special.
And I guess we're continuing the tradition of honoring the late, great Jonbenet Ramsey.
Jonbenet, you taken too soon.
Yeah. On our Unboxing Day special.
Yeah.
Jonbenet.
God bless you, Jonbenet.
God bless. Never forget.
I'm secretly cool with her being taken down in her prime.
Yeah.
Because everything I learned about that family, she would have grown up to be an awful child.
Oh, for sure.
The worst teenager.
Have you seen Burke?
Yeah. Her teenage years and 20s would be what a fucking horrible, rich, pretty disaster you are.
Oh, yeah. She would have been already, past her prime.
She'd be a Patsy 2.0. Just marrying some old rich dude for the money.
Killing her kids.
Because they shit the bed.
Yeah. Shit and piss all over the place.
Gotta be killed.
You can teach them to be in pageants, but you can't teach them to fucking
shit
in the
fucking
toilet.
House train them.
No. Not old Berkey.
But before we get to that, let's talk some shop. I have some big news.
Yeah.
I bit the bullet for the first time in over 5 years. I have a day job. Kind of. Yeah. I live the dream.
Is it in the world of what you are doing?
No, I went way off. A few weeks ago, maybe a month ago, I was talking with an art pal saying, I've been traveling the world, spreading my seed, being great. But coming back to Guelph, I'm not really hurting for money. I'm just kind of bored all day, and that doesn't really help with creativity.
Oh, for sure.
The first maybe 2 weeks I was back, I was really good at I get up when Skyler and the roommate go to work. I'm up at 8, go to the gym, do what I do, go to a coffee shop. But then that slowly just becomes I'm getting up at 10 now, going to the gym. And that means go to the gym, have lunch. I'm really not starting work till almost 1 o'clock. And then the roommate gets home at 4:35. So that's not a long day.
Yeah.
And then
3-4 hours.
I continue to work while you guys watch TV and stuff at night. But how focused am I with the TV on 9 feet away?
Yeah, now Storage Wars on.
Now I definitely blast through Storage Wars. I don't watch that. But I'm realizing I have more time than I do things to do. Yeah. So I should get a job. And I was talking to a bud anyway, an art pal. And she was saying well, what kind of art design jobs are available in Guelph, and it's there's not a lot. I reached out to a few places. I was talking to a place called Wren's Pet Depot. It's a big pet supply store outfitter out here.
Yeah. And
it's I could do that. They just need a guy to set up web banners and ads and social media bullshit. It's I can do all that.
Yeah.
But then I started to think if I'm spending my whole day being creative for dog food ads and fucking hedgehog trimming whatever sawdust,
yeah,
why you need when I get home at night,
chips.
Yeah, if I'm trying to sell wood chips all day, and then I get home at night and I actually have design work to do, or I actually like want to like update my Etsy with like cool art things, like I'm gonna be so burned out and not into that, that it's gonna really suffer.
Well,
and honestly,
I think any 40-hour-a-week job though is gonna take away from that, regardless. But especially if you're using some creative energy.
Yeah, I'm just burning the candle at both ends. And that's where I was, honestly, a decade ago when I was working in advertising. And I'd work, 9-10 hours a day. And I get home, and those were great years, don't get me wrong. Like, just get home and just crush Halo 3 every night. Because, like, the last thing I want to do is sit in front of a computer. I'll sit in front of my TV and try to prestige in Call of Duty or whatever.
Fuck yeah.
So then, my friend was like, why don't you look for, like, a more blue-collar thing? And I took her advice, and I did it. And now I work for a moving company, which is hard work for not a lot of pay. But I fucking love it. I laugh.
Wait, what are you doing?
Like a moving company. I'm not gonna say the name of the company, but it's like a moving company.
Swamping.
It's hard work.
Dredging the swamp.
Just like show up at the house in the morning, load it up, drive to like, and it's not within the same town. Like we're doing like Owen Sound to Kitchener moves kind of thing. Like there's a good 2-hour drive each way.
That's nice.
Drive. It's been great. I'm, trying to do 20 hours a week, but the days are so long. It's been about 30. I've only been there a week. But like I only wanted to work 2 or 3 days a week because I still have other art shit I want to do all week. But like I'm really enjoying it. It's hard on the bod, but it's
good exercise.
It's good exercise. Like
if you practice good habits,
like you're not
I just
sitting at a computer
talk shit all day. Like I don't stop talking. Whenever the hell I worked last Friday. There's this guy, he's a kind of a piece of shit. I put him down on my phone as scumbag, like that's what I wrote his phone number down as, because he's crap.
He's my boss.
No, but he's like a big gamer guy, and like our first meeting, he was like, "Do you listen to metal?" I'm like, "No." He's like, "Well, you listen to metal. You look like you listen to metal." I'm like, "I don't. I would know."
Yeah.
And then his next thing was like, "Are you a gamer?" I'm like, "No." I'm not. Like, I play the odd video game.
You are, though, but you don't want to talk to
I'll
him.
play the odd video game, but I'm absolutely not a gamer.
No.
I'm not a gamer.
You're not waiting in line at Best Buy.
No. And he's like, I have a rig. Like, he calls it a rig. Like, he has, like, a computer that's, like, water-cooled and shit. He sent me a photo.
What?
It was fucking sad.
You're supposed to keep your water away from that shit.
No, it's because it's burning so hot. You gotta, like, fuel inject it with water or whatever. But he told me
I think being a gamer is code for loading up on kiddie porn.
There's definitely some child porn involved.
Water-cooled computer.
RAM for kiddie porn.
But he was trying to insult me, but I feel like it was the best compliment I ever got in my life. Where he said if I was a character in a video game, he'd give me strength level 6, charisma level 10. And then I said I'd give you shut the fuck up level midnight. And he didn't know what that meant.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I'm like, midnight's a different scale. You wouldn't get it.
Level midnight.
Shut the fuck up, level midnight. But yeah, it's hilarious. You fucking piece of shit. I call everybody a cuck or a piece of shit all day long.
Nice.
Anyone that lifts anything that isn't the heaviest thing on the truck, I'm like, wow, you grabbed the lightest thing in the entire world. Like, no matter what it is. Like, just constantly... yeah, bitch. Like,
shaming their pickups.
Mm-hmm. Big on shaming each other. And, Mikey, you'll appreciate this. My first day, it's like, okay, there's 2 rules here. Like, if you want to, like, fill up your, like, water bottle, like, from the sink, like, ask the homeowner permission. Don't just go pour yourself a glass of water. Like, it's allowed. It's just a little rude. And the second thing, like, if you have to take a pee break or whatever, also ask. Like, don't just go use the washroom. Again,
or outside.
It's a little rude. I probably don't go outside because that's also worse.
That's way worse.
Like, you're just fucking pissing in their backyard like
Dig
an animal.
A hole in their backyard.
But on my first day, it's like, not even lunchtime. And, like, one guy's, like, kind of been muttering, like, oh, fuck, I got to take a shit. Like, I'm going for it. And it's like, go for it, dude, whatever. So I'm in the truck. I didn't see this happen. But... this guy fucking plugs the toilet up on closing day. So the homeowner's so fucking mad. Like, we have to be out of the house at 5 for the next family to move in. And the homeowner starts having a, like, conniption, like, freaking out. And the homeowner punches a hole in the wall. Like, he's so mad.
Oh my God.
Reaches back, and like Andy from The Office just throws his arms through a wall. So then this fucking homeowner has to go to Home Hardware with like an hour to spare and get a toilet snake and wall putty and paint to fix the wall before the next fan. Oh, it was so funny.
Way to just pile on the problem.
Oh, it was so funny.
And so it was like not even, you couldn't just plunge it out, eh? It was like they needed the snake.
No, he fucking plugged it up real good. So much toilet paper.
That's what gets you.
Like, I think it might have been because, like, you're trying to be, like, secret. Like, if you know, like, wow, I filled this bowl up, like, I made an iceberg.
Yeah.
Like,
you're going to flush it before you wipe.
You're going to give it maybe 2-3 flushes, exactly.
Yeah.
But if you are there, like, without permission, like, you want to be in and out in seconds, so he just fucking used all the toilet paper, and it was, like, trying to, like,
thinks he got away with it, and then he just watches the water come back
he just
up,
but then he didn't say anything. He just left it.
That's awesome.
That's fucking awesome. That's so funny to just fucking plug it, leave it, and walk out, and then 5 minutes later, the homeowner just doing, like, final pass, house is clean, and it's, like, not only is the toilet overflowing, but it's, like, full clogged and broken. So fucking funny.
Wow. The guy sounds like a psychopath, though, for punching holes in it.
He's got a lot of sadness in his eyes. Like, he's worked there, like, 6 years, which is, like, ugh.
Oh, no. Oh, the guy you work with?
The guy I work with.
I'm talking about the homeowner.
The homeowner is definitely, idling high. You would relate.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, to punch a hole in the wall
I get it. Like, you don't... I've worked that job before. In varying provinces at varying points in my life, I've swamped for people, but you don't want to be moving shit with an ass pack.
No,
right? Like, you got to get that out.
Yeah, you can't
it's uncomfortable.
You can't do. I've noticed that a few times because I just like rock coffee hard all day.
Yeah,
and it makes me feel like an old person when I like bend down, grab a real heavy box, and then on the up. Yeah. Like, you have no control and your ass just sprays.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you just, like, fart real loud.
Yeah. Oh, I find it the other way. It's like if you're, like, you bend over and it's like you're going to discharge the chamber.
Yeah, but it's, like, it's completely involuntary and you have to, like, apologize up and down. Because, like, I'm in the back of the moving truck. Like, this is, like, we've already loaded the house.
Right in someone else's
space. You're just fucking, like,
blowing ass.
Fucking gas chamber. Gas chamber, that, like, back of the truck, the back third especially. Man. Like, there's no airflow. You're parked right up against a garage. Like, it's going to linger there for a good 6-7 minutes. And it's like a full day of Tim Hortons.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, last time I did that job, I actually got a concussion and fucked my neck up for life moving for a guy.
Empty in your back. That's what I've been calling it this week.
Empty in your back?
What?
Yeah, empty in my back.
In your back. Yeah. Empty in the back.
I'm empty in the back. Bend
man.
down and spray my back out.
It's a hard gig. I'm actually like 10 years too old to even consider doing that. Like, I know my limitations now.
Yeah.
And like a good solid day of moving, if you're not careful, can really fuck you up, man.
Oh yeah.
It's been hard. Like, I've only done, I guess, 5 shifts. But you're in decent shape too. So I mean, I have
helps,
to,
right?
Yeah, I have to, like, up the game, though, because, like, I did get labeled a strength level 6. Like, shit's fucking heavy. It's heavy. Like, you think, like, I can move a couch, that's no problem.
Yeah,
but it's
can
like,
you hold it for
that's
3
it.
minutes?
Holding it. You gotta hold it. And some of these, like, cash chucker houses have some big fucking couches that don't fit through doors.
9 foot long, 300-pound couches.
They're so thick, and you gotta, like, hold it in the doorway and, like, brainstorm, like, oh, if I fucking tilt it this way, and then you tip it toward me, and it's like, you can't damage anything. Like, that's the biggest thing. It's not your own stuff that you're just like, fuck it, I don't care, get it out.
Yeah, rest it on the wall.
Yeah, it's like, you can't scratch the wall, you can't scratch the couch. So, like, you're just holding it, and it's exhausting. So, I've had to up the game at the old gym. That instead of just, like, going for reps, like, I got to actually, like, put some weight on the bar, you know?
I've got I've got 2 moments in my life that stand out as far as moving couches go, and the ones that what I'm thinking of is we've had to destroy both those couches to get them out. Like, there was one, I don't know how we got the couch into this apartment, but we had to break the couch, like, literally snap it in 2 so we could get it folded around the door to get it out. So by the time we got it out, it was like, we weren't planning to take it, but it was like, if we can get it out in one piece, sure, we'll put it in the new place. No, it just ended up staying outside the apartment building, cracked in half, just
It's
fucking poor
not easy.
disgrace of a couch.
Yeah.
And then it happened again in Smithers, and my buddy called me over to help him move this couch out of his house. Beautiful orange velvet couch, like just gorgeous couch. Smelt like the 70s, so like cigarettes and cum,
Yeah.
But it was a good looking couch, and by the time I got there, his girlfriend at the time, wife now, was so pissed off about this couch being in her way and trying to get it out. They tried for so long to get out of the house that she had taken a knife to it and just totally fucking Zorro'd this couch.
That's
just
great.
cut it to pieces, so there was no salvaging. So then we just kicked the shit out of it inside the house, like literally stomped it until it was malleable and we could fold it around the door frame to get it out of the house. So what I'm saying is you can't do that if that's your job.
No.
When it's your personal items, you can
Personal items,
you
yeah.
can stomp the shit
Just
out
leave
of a
it behind,
couch
fuck it. But it's really like doubling down on me not owning anything. Because it's like one thing when you're moving and you're like, fuck, I have so much stuff I have to purge, I have so much bullshit. But moving other people's stuff is just like, why do you own this? Like we're moving it from the basement like furnace room to the basement furnace room in the next house. And it's like, why do you just leave it on the, like, we'll take it out to the curb and just leave it. Like, why am I moving this twice, you piece of shit? Yeah. No,
there is one good thing about that job that doesn't come up often, but when it does, it's usually pretty rad, and that's like the homeowner will be like, oh, you guys can just keep that.
Yeah. It hasn't come up yet.
It does come up.
We forgot to take something off the truck Thursday night, and it was still there on Friday. Like, it was a really nice, like, rolling luggage, like Samsonite, and we kept doing the, like, Jim Carrey from Dumb and Dumber.
Yeah.
Swanson. Like, we kept doing, like, it was a good gag. And then
Swanson.
we're like, it's empty. It was just, like, an empty rolling collet, like, luggage. Like, if they haven't complained yet, like, maybe they won't notice. And this was, like, a cash chucker family. Like, they had so much shit. Like, who's keeping it? But then by the end of the day, it's like, well, I just don't want it. Like, I have no use for another luggage. Like, I have one, and everything I own already fits in it. Like, I don't want two. That will just, like, give me, like, a little wiggle room to get more stuff, which I don't want.
Yeah. I need less shit.
But, yeah, it might come up. Tips are cool. I never really thought about people tipping movers, but
tips.
every gig so far has been, like, a $30 to $50 tip, like, on top of your, 11-hour day. So it's like making good money for 3 days a week, 2 days a week.
Yeah, you can. You definitely can.
Yeah.
That time I got the concussion and fucked my back and neck up for life, the guy gave me a $50 tip. So it was like, bright spot at the end of the day.
It's been pretty
Totally
common.
worth it.
Yeah.
Totally worth having nothing but back and neck pain for the rest of my life.
Yeah. And it's like not a lot, but like a $30 tip is like at the end of an 11-hour day, and it's like, fuck, I want Burger King so hard right now.
Yeah.
And that really makes it so justifiable. Like, yeah, I got a fucking pocket full of cash.
Free money, baby.
Free money. Like, and it's not cutting into the paycheck I'm going to see next week. Like, this is free money. Like, I already got my 11-hour pay today. I got some free money. I got some free money. Yeah. So, yeah, big life change on this guy's end.
Oh, yeah.
Rolling into the new year.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah, it's cool.
Like Mary Swanson.
And it's good to stay busy, like you said. It's good for your creative juices, and
It's
just
been
like
good.
I don't know, feeling like you have not wasted your entire day or week.
No, and this week has been a challenge because it's not like I have a bunch of gigs ongoing that like midway, like I can't like let the client know like, oh, P.S. like I fucking have a minimum wage job now that's where all my time goes to on Thursday. So it's been like working 11 hours and then coming home, and I still have like 2 or 3 more hours of design stuff to wrap up before like every company's off the next 2 weeks. So this week was like fucking really long days. But when, stuff kicks off again on January, I'll just be like a lot more laid out with new gigs of like, okay, I'm unavailable these 2 days a week. Like, I'm not going to say why, because it's still kind of whatever. Like, that was one of the reasons I quit my old job back in, like, 2014, was, like, I'd get a gig, and it's like, oh, we need it by Monday, and it's, like, Thursday or Friday, and it's like, oh, I actually can't work on it all weekend because I make $11 an hour folding T-shirts at American Apparel.
Not worth it.
Yeah, it's like, fuck, if I have to choose, like, I'm going to try and get this $3,000 this design job instead of like, oh, I can't because I'm gonna make $180 if I work all weekend folding shirts.
Yeah. No, well, and it's also like building a portfolio.
Yeah.
And
so
just
it was valid back
it's in
then,
the
but right
wheelhouse.
now it's like, okay, I still can get those design. I'm better at budgeting and scheduling my time. That like, okay, I can take this blue collar job 2 days a week, make easily like $1,500 a month doing that, and then on top of that, my regular design and illustration stuff, and it's cool. It's cool.
Yeah. Well, now you're older, more mature, kind of.
Not at all. No.
Well, in
Worse.
some ways that you can budget your time, right?
I'm better at that.
You have more experience with it.
Every other thing, still don't know what I'm doing in life.
Well, no, and you don't have
Who
to,
does?
dude. It's
We've been, like,
2019.
On an awesome kick of every other weekend having like people over, like mini indoor cottage, like shout outs to that week back in September. And maybe like 2 months ago I met this girl. Like I don't know her and I don't care. Like we met at a coffee shop one day in maybe October. And like that day we kind of hung out and talked and it's like whatever, see you later. And then like a month ago she messaged me and she's like, "Are you like downtown?" Like I was like at IKEA and the guy put like a shelf in the back seat of my car and I can't get it out. So if you come over and like move the shelf into my house, I'll take you out for beers. And I'm like, "Yeah, okay, I'll do that." And that was a good month ago. Like we don't talk in between. But then last night she messaged me and she's like, "What are you up to this weekend?" And I'm like, all the guys are coming over. My brother's going to try and watch hockey, but we're just going to talk through it and drink everything in the house. And she's like, "Oh, that sounds fun." And she's like, "That sounds fun." And I'm like, "You can come over if you want. Like, you're welcome." Like, kind of like gave everybody a heads up. Like, I know this person, but I don't really know her. And my first impression was like, she's kind of lame. Like, she's not really funny, but she wants to come over. So, okay. And, hypothesis meets a solution.
I hope she's listening. I fucking hope she's listening.
Absolutely don't care. She was the fucking lamest. She barely said a word. She didn't want to drink. She just sat there.
Yeah.
Well, the rest of us like just raged hard, laughed, made all the most.
She wasn't having fun?
No.
Because I get the like showing up and it's like, I mean, I know our group of friends. It can be I would imagine it being kind of intimidating, right? To a certain type of person, and it's like everyone's super comfortable with one another making inappropriate jokes, and like maybe she's never had a friend circle like that, so like
No,
I get it, but
hasn't.
if she's not trying, then that's totally on her.
And I'm coming in at a place where like I'm not really looking to date, like I'm not interested, but like if you want to come over, like you can come over, like I'll be nice. Like I'm not gonna say no, you're not welcome. Like if you want to come, you can come. I'm not interested unless she does something really wild and like gets my attention. But 90% I'm not interested. Like
but you're not gonna cut her meat. You're not cutting her meat for her. It's like
no, I'm not even gonna.
Kind of
I'm not even gonna serve her anything. Like if you want to come, you can come. Yeah.
There's pizza in the kitchen.
Yeah, there's pizza in the kitchen. Like help yourself. But like also like 100% like I'm not looking to fucking date or have a girlfriend. Like I don't want that. So when she's in like trying to like like nudge, I'm like okay, like I'll entertain the possibility, but there was a point before she got there I almost said to the like there's like niner of us, I don't remember, niner like heads up guys, like let's not all be assholes, like let's be cool. And then I was like actually no, like if she wants it, like she has to take it. And my friends are horrible people, like Foreman is the worst dude ever, but I love him. Yeah, like if you're gonna have to put up with that guy, like like if you want in the circle, like this is the circle at its worst.
He's a part of that.
Yeah, wearing everybody's shoes as sandals.
Yeah, yes. Foreman's just going out for smokes, putting everyone's shoes on, fucking the heels up, like crushing them.
in the back.
Yeah, just fucking everyone's shoes up, and doesn't give a shit. Like he's the best.
Yeah.
And it's like, my friends at their worst are them at their best. Like you gotta take it.
Yeah, and we'll laugh about it for weeks.
And we're going to laugh about it for weeks, and I'm never talking to you again, because you couldn't do it.
Because you couldn't keep up.
You couldn't keep up.
With the rage.
Yeah. And it's not even
is she interesting in her own time, or like bring anything to the table that way? Like
I've only hung out with her two times, and it's like, one-on-one conversation. No, I never even like touched her. Like I've never even like touched her hand. Like it was just like we met and talked.
Shit.
Yeah, it's like I'm not really interested. I'm not going for it. But yeah, if she wants to, like, we can have a chat. It's like, oh, that's cool. Like, you're up to this. You work here. Okay, cool. I do this. I do that. Like, I can have a conversation with, anybody.
Yeah.
But
what time did she leave?
She left when everybody, like, she stayed all night. That's what was weird about it. Like, she left at like 12:31.
Yeah.
But she stayed sober the whole time, so she just drove home. Well, like, Rory and Dan and Foreman and, all went to the Rippers.
Have you talked to her since?
No. Just see you later. I was like literally, see you later. I shut the door to turn around and like our Skyler's roommate like threw on like Righteous Gemstones like soundtrack and just went right into Kitchen Hoedown.
Did we?
Like I didn't even skip a beat. There was not a tear shed. It's like, okay, see you later.
Yeah.
Door slams.
That was a waste of time.
Fucking knees are up, elbows out, like just hoedowning in the kitchen. Like, see you later.
That at all.
Yeah. We listened to that song back to back like 3 times.
Oh, yeah. I'm not saying it didn't happen. I'm just saying I don't remember that.
Yeah, it was like there was no like goodbye, like, oh, that went bad. It was like nobody acknowledged the absence. It's like, see you later. Door slam. Turn the music up. Knees out.
Show off them knees. Get misbehaving.
Get your elbows up. Sing along.
Well, I was given a gift by.
No way.
But I was given a gift by a love interest as well. I like her a little more than RJ seems to like this girl.
Is it the clap?
No.
The gift that keeps
on
giving.
I don't know. I don't. How quickly does that, show its ugly face?
I would think like within 3 days.
Like, would I know?
In my experience, within 3 days.
Yes, there you go.
Well,
almost straight away.
We'll give it a couple more days.
See a couple more.
But so far, I'm feeling good.
But when you're giving, you gotta be careful. Like those are the gifts that people give.
Dude, I've got enough experience
with the clap or just taking gifts.
With both, I guess. No, I have no experience with the clap.
Really?
None.
Fucking show
really?
off.
That's.
I feel like for all my misbehaving, I only got it twice, and that's not that bad.
That's not bad.
Wait, is the clap chlamydia?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I've had. Like, I thought the clap was gonorrhea. Yeah, no, I've had chlamydia.
Yeah, it's not that bad.
No,
totally
but I haven't had it for a couple years, which is also surprising because I think the caliber of women that I've been attracting the last couple years is, maybe not the highest standard.
High on the chlamydia threat level.
Well, I'm not shit talking nobody.
No,
I mean, I'm not a fucking prize pig myself, but
absolutely not. You so
more pig than prize, really.
The last time I got chlamydia, this is pretty gross, but also great. Like I definitely had it. Like I had a drippy dick. It fucking burned. Oh. So I went and got checked, and it's like it'll take like 3 days, and they'll get back to you. And they, the clinic phoned, and they're like, "Yep, you got it. You got to come in and get your like whatever. It's like a pill."
Yeah.
So I like told the girl I was like seeing at the time, like, "Hey, I just got this news. Like, you should go get checked." And like she was pretty dirty, and she just like, "Well, like if you got it, I got it. So there's like no need to like be safe about it. Like we can just like keep it on until." Like you go
get some penicillin.
Until you go get your penicillin, like there's no need to wrap anything up. Like you got it, I got it. And it's like that's fair. So then I go. That's fair. Good call. Like so, I go like
science checks out.
Yeah, maybe like 2 days later, I go get my pill. She goes to the clinic that day and gets her pill. Like just goes in straight away and it's like I definitely have it. Like give me the pill. And we like talked that day and it's like, do you want to hang out later? And she's like, yeah. Like they told me like I shouldn't be active for like 2 weeks till this takes, effect. And I'm like, yeah, they told me the same thing. And then we're just like, but we both took the pill. Like, we're fine. And so it's like, we'll just like actually wear condoms for a change and no kissing. Like prostate prostitute style.
Do it from the back.
Yeah.
Yeah, just
No
no
eye contact, no kissing.
Light contact, but you got to get your reps in.
Yeah, 2 condoms.
Yeah.
No, just one.
Okay, take your.
But it was like a hilarious week of like just like hooking up maybe 2 or 3 times and just like no kissing, like your
Porn star style.
trading jersey on kind of thing. Like
Winnie the Pooh style.
Just I don't know what that means.
Winnie the Pooh is when you're just wearing a shirt, no pants.
Oh yeah, Winnie the Pooh.
Oh,
Yeah.
shirt cocking.
Yeah,
Shirts
like
on,
Winnie
shirts on,
does, yeah.
shirts on. You can make eye contact, but definitely no mouth stuff.
Yeah.
And everything worked out fine.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, you don't still have it.
No, the drip cleaned up real.
And she
real
got rid of hers too.
Yeah, it was perfect.
It's good for you.
Everything
guys.
works.
That was kind of like a maybe. I saw the shrug. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, sure.
Feel
she's
like it's
totally
fine.
good. She's
Dick
dead
still
now.
drips a bit, but who does it?
Yeah.
They try to drizzle.
I don't know what the girl version is, but like I was fine.
I think it's just.
I think it's the same thing. They have a pee hole.
Yeah, they got a pee hole, but they don't fucking come out their pee hole.
Some of them do.
No, you're
Some of them-
From my experience.
Yeah.
I've seen some come out their butthole.
Or you come out their eyes.
Yeah. Jesus. All right.
That's
Anyway,
how you know you're doing something.
what about the gift you were given? That
Oh
wasn't
yeah, I
the
was
clap.
given just a horrible. Like what is it? Like I wouldn't say it was unthoughtful, but there definitely wasn't any
Effort.
thought in my direction.
No.
Like so I went out with a friend last night and spent the night together, and she was talking about how she made gifts for all her friends and she was happy, you know, to be doing blah blah blah, you know, like giving the gift at Christmas or whatever.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, I got something for you too. And I was like, oh, that's great. And we had talked like a couple weeks ago about gifts and just like in general, and I was like, I'm not getting nothing for nobody, like dropping the hint but dropping it pretty hard, you know, like don't expect anything. I'm not hand making a card for anybody. I'm not doing that. So I'm leaving today to come do the podcast here and walk my dog and all that.
Yeah.
And on the way out, she's like, oh yeah, don't forget your gift. And she has a nice little bag. I was like, okay, right on. So she's like, are you going to open it? I was like, oh, I'll open it later. She's like, no, open it. So I was like, okay. So I untied the ribbon, crack open this little shiny bag.
Yep.
And there is 2 bean bags in there. And it's like, and I'm thinking like, you know, the beanbag game. We've all played the beanbag game.
It's called
Right?
juggling.
It's like yeah, sure, you could juggle with it, but I'm thinking like, oh, this is like a beanbag toss game. You made everyone a
Oh,
nice
like-
summer game.
Oh
Like
yeah,
cornholing.
yeah. Cornholing.
Yeah, and it's like cornholing exactly. But you know, like I've seen it where you just put like a little ring on the ground and you got to toss it, like horseshoe style. You got to toss
Yeah.
the beanbags, and I was like, perfect. She's like, no, like read the note, and I was like, okay. There's like 2 beanbags wrapped up in some ribbon with a little note on it, and it's directions on how to warm these up in the microwave. And I'm like, I'm thinking to myself, like, what the fuck microwave? Like I live in my van. There's no gas powered microwaves,
No.
diesel microwaves that I'm aware of.
No propane.
So I just like had to do no propane microwave. So I had to like do that fake smile, like all teeth.
Yeah,
You know, like
yeah. Oh, yeah.
thank you so much. These are gonna get a lot of use. And as soon as I got back to my car, I whipped them in the back, and they're still back there, and they're staying there until I flush out all the Tim Hortons cups and everything else that's back there.
Yeah, it's going out with
But,
the dirty water.
like I get like that she was being thoughtful and considerate,
Nope.
like on a broad spectrum. Like I'm gonna make everyone this nice, cozy winter gift
Yep.
where you can they're for feet warming or hand warming or whatever. Right? I don't think I said that, but so I get it. But it's like you're giving these to me.
Yeah. You fucking
Like
dumb
how am I
bitch.
supposed? Am I supposed to come over here to use them? Like am I coming over to your house
Maybe.
to warm them up? Like,
Maybe.
Maybe.
Maybe you got
It would
honey
be
bitch.
the only time I would use them.
Definitely got honey.
That might be the move though.
I mean, I guess she's got a comfy bed. She's got a real comfy bed.
There you go. Use her microwave.
So I'm not. Yeah, I'm not above it. I just also I don't really need that. I don't need extra garbage.
I was telling the guys this story last night, but it bears repeating. When I first moved to Romania, like a year or so ago, it was like September 2019, I met some girl, and she's like, oh, like, let's go out next weekend kind of thing. And we're, like, texting all week, and she's just, how's traveling and all that, like, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, yeah, it's really fun, but you kind of miss out on the, like, homeowner-y stuff that you really, I don't know if you don't take advantage of, but you, like, really notice. And she's like, oh, like what? I'm like, oh, like homemade cookies, like dumb stuff like that comes up once in a blue moon, but doesn't come up when you live out of a backpack.
No.
And she's like, oh, okay, when we meet up on Saturday, I'm going to bring you like some homemade cookies or brownies. I don't remember.
Way to cut the cook.
Yeah. I'm like, oh, wow, that'd be cool. And then like we meet and we just went for like a walk and a few drinks or whatever. And I'm like, okay, I got to go home because it might have been a night like we were recording a show like back then. It's like, oh, fuck, I have to be home by like midnight or 1 because we're recording a podcast.
Yeah.
So see you later. And she's like, oh, don't forget we'll call them brownies. And she gives me this like, like glass dish of brownies. I'm like, wow, they look really good. Like, thank you.
Yeah.
And then as soon as I like touched them and she released her hands from the same dish, she's just no. Call me in a few days, and then I'll come, like, get the dish. Yeah. And I just realized what that was. I'm like, you fucking piece of shit.
Yeah. She's
like, you just want to come get the dish. I've never been played like this before.
Oh, my God.
I'm like
Call your parents because you just got fucking played.
I just got fucking played. Like, I'm a fucking street piano. Yeah. Like, what the fuck?
What just happened?
Fucking happened? Like, I just hurt so much on every level. Like, wow, I fucking fell for that. She laid it out 3 days in advance. I didn't see the tripwire, and I fucking.
And all you can do is go home and shower.
I walked right through it.
And hope you can get the shame off.
Yeah, I didn't Catherine Zeta-Jones.
Smash the dish too. That's what you gotta do.
I did though. Yeah, so I walked approximately 1 block. I looked over my shoulder. I saw that she wasn't there. And I just fucking 2-armed it into the garbage can. Like, fuck that. You can't do that to me, you dumb bitch. Yeah, okay. Fuck you.
Yeah, you can do that too. You didn't even eat the cookie.
No, I didn't even want to taste it. I didn't want to give her the satisfaction.
Oh my God.
They're all gone. Fuck them.
Well, in all fairness, they were probably poisoned. Because who does that to another person?
That's what you gotta do is just, though, like, as soon as she gives it to you, be like, oh, thank you so much, turn to leave, and then drop it. Kind of throw it on the floor quickly.
in her company?
In her company, so it smashes.
Within earshot.
And then when she's like, oh, well, I'll get you another dish, she'd be like, no, like, just get me some paper towel.
Just get out of my
life. I'm too clumsy. I could never.
Just fucking run. As soon as she's, when she goes to get another dish, you get the fuck out of there.
I don't need paper towel, I just need to be alone.
Yeah. I can't believe I did that.
You manipulated bitch.
You know what the funny thing is about all this? Is that you clearly didn't like her. That's the only reason why this glass dish even mattered or resonated in any way. Because if it was like your brother or your brother's roommate being like, here, take these like leftover baked goods.
Yeah.
I'll talk to you in a few days, and when you come back, you wouldn't think anything of it. It would never stay with you.
Not at all.
But also, what happened to the nice tins that all the baked goods used to come in? Give me a tin
that I
can
use
keep. It for, whatever else.
Yeah, that's the whole point of those fucking dumbass tins. You can give them away.
I think that's fucking Trump, man.
That's
his tariffs on tin.
Fucking tin tariffs.
You don't see the tin anymore because of Trump.
Yeah, wicker is officially contraband as of 2019. I mean, yeah, it's a whole thing.
You know what? It's about time. To be honest, that's just
about time. Yeah, I've been saying
hazard.
It for years.
People just put in their home. That's the first thing that goes up. And you know what they usually put in wicker baskets? Magazines,
candles,
lit candles,
candles and magazines.
Lit candles,
lighter fluid,
lighter fluid.
Lighter fluid and candles,
fireworks. That's what they do. That's
unboxed matches.
Just loose
matches. Yeah, in my wicker.
Yeah, we all have wicker in our home.
What do you think wicker refers to? Expert opinion.
I think it's the way the wood is weaved.
It's a wicker weave.
I think it's a wicker weave. Yeah, yeah, wicker weave.
Expert opinion.
Expert opinion. It's wicker weave.
Or it's like a racist slang for the
people that make it.
Demographic of people that make it. Yeah, from like 50 years ago.
Yeah. Because there was like good like clay, airtight, watertight pots, and then there's like the fucking. Is this wicker?
Yeah.
Like what the fuck? The fuck is this?
Yeah, they were the laughing stock of
just
their
the
generation.
wicker people, and they're like, you can't even carry water in your basket, you piece of shit.
You know what's worse than wicker though is macrame.
I don't even know what that is.
Remember fucking?
I've heard the word.
Nanny and Pop used to have that ugly like rope table that would hang from the ceiling.
Yeah, it had like a
macrame. You put your plants in there.
There was like a glass like level on it.
But it's like rope.
It's rope.
It's like rope just
totally.
woven.
That's
together.
so like that would never exist in like
the bitch that
2019.
fucking owned this house before us.
Yeah, that's an old people thing.
She fucking made her own macrame in this very room.
I'm
that we were
speaking to like our grandparents,
like
you know,
haunted.
Yeah,
the grandparents. I'm saying like they're like decor. Of like this is a macrame hanging glass table.
You know what?
Like around
I'm on the other side. I don't hate them.
No,
I don't hate macrame.
You. That's disgusting. You have macrame in your van, you piece of shit.
I would.
Does.
I totally would.
Knickknacks.
I totally would.
No.
Have a macrame bowl hanging. I can keep my fruits in there.
Also another fire hazard. Like that's the
keep
first
the
thing.
ants off them.
No, you can't keep ants off anything.
No.
You're preaching to the choir.
Yeah.
I have winter ants somehow. Yeah. Explain that.
Ants in the winter. Winter ants.
Winter ants. That's where they go.
I said that yesterday when like we're like chilling, waiting for people to come over. I'm like, hey guys, I think I see a fruit fly, and like our co-roommate was like, of course there's fruit flies. There's so many fucking like beers and empty foods everywhere, and it's just like. A, the house isn't that dirty, and B, like, it's fucking so cold in December. Like, how is there fruit flies in here? Like, that is shameful.
They're just there year round. It's a bio.
There shouldn't be.
Born in the muck.
Yeah.
Born in the dirt, in the dark.
Molded by it. Pieces of shit. Speaking of pieces of shit.
Oh.
Should we get into the topic at hand here? Talk about our favorite.
Well, I was
child.
hoping to talk to you guys about some of the properties that I fucking. But we're at 40 minutes.
Well, I don't know.
Well, we'll save it. We'll save it till next week. Because I'm going to see another one.
Yeah, look at you. Minutes. You're a fucking property guy now.
Yeah,
you should have a spin-off show.
Over here.
Property guy show.
Yeah.
Hanging out with a lot of Brads.
Yeah. Colbys.
Oh, dude. I wish I was hanging out with Brads and Colbys. It's even worse than that. Oh, we'll talk next week.
We'll talk next week.
Let's talk about a dead child.
What's that kid's name? Barrett? What's his name?
Burke.
Yeah, Burke.
Yeah, you know he's going to grow up and sell property someday.
I've been thinking...
Sure,
so,
I've seen a few, yeah.
Last year when we did our first dedicated episode to Jonbenet, we were all on the same team of like, Burke definitely fucking killed that kid.
Yeah.
But you know what? Over a year of thinking about it...
before you say it, I think I'm in a new camp, too.
I'm in a new camp.
What's your camp?
I think there was an intruder.
Really?
I don't even think the parents did it.
Wow.
Oh, the dad did.
Really? You think it was a foreign legion?
Yeah.
Espionage.
There's something about it that there's too much violence for the parents. Like the cause of death was strangulation. Yeah. And there is like signs of her little like fingernails scratching at her own neck trying to get the cord off. That I just feel like...
What about the head wound?
I think that whoever killed her tried to sneak her out in the basement. And they put her in that suitcase and dropped it from the window. And she cracked her fucking head, already dead. That's why the suitcase... Because everyone's kind of like hell-bent on the killer used the suitcase as a stool to get out the window in the basement.
Wow.
I'm thinking
Maybe
she was
her out.
Yeah, and she didn't fit through the window and he dropped it. Something I know oh too well as a moving company. That it's easy to pick it up once, but to hold it for 3 or 4 minutes above your head and it gets slippery.
Try to get it through that window because we're talking the basement window too,
yeah,
right? You gotta go up and out.
The same size suitcase I almost stole from that family on Thursday. But yeah, like, and she was in the suitcase and they dropped it and she just cracked the back of her head. That's why there's not a lot of blood. Like, she's already dead. She's strangled.
Yeah. They do say that, like, they believe, I don't know if you guys, like, know the story of, like, the Lindbergh baby. Like, Lindbergh was the first guy to, like, fly across the Atlantic, I think, in a plane.
Something, yeah.
And then his kid got kidnapped for some, like, ransom, and they never found the Lindbergh baby.
They did find the baby.
Did they find the baby?
Like, not even down the street.
You're right, and it was dead.
It was dead. Its legs were broken.
And
like, he dropped it out the window.
Yeah, and that was that, like, they suspected that, like, the night
the ladder
that they
broke
took
or
the
something,
baby,
right?
Yeah, they broke the ladder,
dropped the kid,
killed it, and then tried to play it off like, well, we still have it, and give us the money.
Yeah, I feel the same deal. Like, they left the note, we're going to call back tomorrow between 8 and 10, and then in the process of getting the kid out, they fucking killed it, and we're like, fuck it, we're leaving.
Yeah.
That's why they never, like, called.
Wow.
Well,
but also,
that's the kind of
lots of stuff doesn't
add
up.
that they're building, though, too, right? Like, if the family did do it, this is what they want you to think. They staged it. They set it all up. They, someone mutilated the body post-mortem where it's, like, you know what I mean? To, like, make it look like this happened instead of that happened. So, like, to say that, you know, the parents for sure didn't do it because of all these things, it's like,
that's
not enough for me.
No,
it's not enough for me. If I were in their position and I had just killed my kid, like, I'd do my best to try and make it look like someone else did it as well. You know
what?
If I were them and in
I
that
sway
position.
real easy. I'm back on the parents.
The way they fucking covered it up, I think there's like, I don't know, I think people react differently when they're like I don't know if you want to call it grief or even it's like trauma. Like, you're in this traumatic fucking situation where your child has been killed by these foreign
or the
dad. I don't know.
The faction. It was a faction.
Foreign faction.
Yeah. Small foreign faction.
I don't want it to like it sound like I'm blaming the foreigners. I just remember that there was like a foreign faction, like something to it.
Put that out there on the record. I'm not blaming the foreigners.
I'm not blaming the foreigners. You know what? I guess it's time to get into where my camp is. Are you guys ready for this? Not only was it not the foreigners, I think that little bitch killed herself.
You think it was suicide?
Yeah.
Christmas suicide.
Yeah, I think she had enough of this world.
There's no evidence.
Her little brother is leaving shit in her bed.
If someone shit in your bed, I'd kill myself.
Yeah,
too.
Listen, I'd want to.
She doesn't know any better. Yeah. Is this life? Is this my life now? Every night I go to bed, I got to check my bed for feces.
Yeah,
balls of shit.
I think she just trust falls into like her little Burke's like trade set, like he had, or like a table, crushed her head. And then, like, the parents didn't know how to react, and they covered it up.
But why would they fake the strangling?
Because they're stupid.
Like, I'm back on the fence of, like, it was the parents, you're right. Like, that note made no sense.
Yeah.
And everything to write the note was from in the house. Like, no one would break into a house and kidnap a kid and, like, oh, we gotta sit here and write a fucking note. Yeah. Like, can you find a pen? I need some paper.
Yeah.
Like, no, that doesn't make any sense. You're gonna
bring your own fucking suitcase, too.
You'd bring everything. You would bring it all. Like, that's the whole point.
You're bringing it all. Yeah.
Yeah, you're not gonna fucking, like, steal a kid out of her room upstairs and get downstairs and be like, oh, fuck, we gotta write the note.
With your hand over her mouth.
Yeah, like, you shut up, you little bitch, I gotta write this note, you sit still.
Yeah.
That absolutely makes no sense. So my other theory then...
So you're just poo-pooing my she killed herself theory.
It's possible.
Dude, it didn't happen. It did not happen.
You've
made no compelling remarks to support it. No.
There was evidence of
There's
like...
shit in her bed. Come on.
You wouldn't live in that world. That's the only thing that holds up.
Yeah.
It's, known fact. So there's a known fact and then a hypothesis. Not going to follow up. Known fact, she was a bedwetter.
Yeah.
We know this. She had pitsy underpants when they found her. Like, that's a thing.
So you're saying her and Burke are like
two
sides of the same coin?
I'm saying, like, it's also a known fact that children at that age, whatever she was, 4 or 5, bedwetting is a subconscious response to being molested.
Really?
Yeah.
Or traumatized.
I don't know about that.
Hey, let me go down this road.
Okay. Buckle up.
She's gonna get herself nice and dirty so no one gets in there.
Okay. I don't know what that means.
She's gonna get the field too wet to play on.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Indoor recess.
Okay, yeah.
Indoor
recess.
Flood the field. You can't play. Delay a game.
Yeah.
So, my next theory...
Turn the heat on in the ice ring.
His dad is a bit of a choker.
Oh.
He strangles her up real nice.
Okay.
He probably, I would say, he's even into autoerotic asphyxiation.
Yeah, and just kind of went a little too far.
It seems like the type.
That's where the garrote's all
That's the garrote. All within the same house. He fucking, puts a little cord around her neck, plays with himself.
So he's choking her while he's jerking off.
Yeah, that's my next theory.
Jesus.
It's dark.
God.
Okay.
It's that or foreign faction. You pick.
Foreign faction or...
You pick the foreigners or the autoerotic.
It's more likely the dad.
The dad.
It's more likely the dad. Now, listen, I'm not going to speculate over who was masturbating or how many times someone got molested, but
no,
I
please
think
do.
that
Please do.
Yeah, well, next week.
Go ahead.
Next week. But I think that's under the circumstances, it could have been Burke, it could have been the dad. I think it was actually Patsy herself.
Oh, wow.
And it was a jealousy, and like the kid not living up to the expectations of her mother, even though she's 4 or 5, and providing pretty much like a second reason for her mother to even exist, right? But she's not living up to the expectations that she had for herself, and that now she's channeling through her daughter. Anyways, jealousy, whatever happened, she ended up strangling the kid out of anger. Maybe it was the bedwetting. Maybe it was the shit in the bed, and she wanted to believe her perfect son wasn't capable of doing that. Anyway, she strangled Patsy and then freaked out, and obviously went to her husband about it, right? Mm-hmm. And he was like, okay, well, this is the plan. We have to stage this and make it look like someone broke in here and there was motive to do so, and this, that, and everything else. So she had been strangled with this cord, right, by her mother, and then the father, now obviously the mother's in hysterics and can't control herself because she's a fucking monster of a person, killed her own daughter.
Yeah, clearly.
Obviously confides in the husband, and then the husband kind of takes care of the rest, as it hits her on the head with that flashlight or whatever, and
Make
stages.
sure she's dead.
Make sure she's good dead.
Well, yeah, exactly. Maybe she wasn't fully dead. Maybe she had lost consciousness, but still had brain function or lung function. Who knows? But it was well, there's no coming back from this, so bonk.
See, I think it comes back to my theory. I think she fucking hard fell into a table.
I think it's a family affair.
And then he found her, the dad might have found her, and it was like, this is no life for you. And he garroted her. No, she'd already crushed her own skull.
Okay.
On a table.
Well, there is that theory. There is that theory from our first time talking about this, that Burke did it, and they wanted to protect him. So instead of losing 2 kids in one sitting, they only lost the one, right?
Yeah,
Where
2
Burke
kids
might have done it. Yeah, with the pineapple and milk, that whole thing.
Oh yeah, I forgot about
that whole disgusting delicacy.
Your last theory there, Mike.
Parents covered it up.
Your last theory there really opened a new channel for me.
What's that?
We know that little angel Jonbenet, bit of a bedwetter.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And every morning the mom's waking up, smacking the kid around, changing the sheets because she's supposed to be this perfect thing, and she can't just use the toilet like a child.
Yeah.
Like a regular a regular housebroken person.
Like a regular housebroken child does.
And she's also now the mom is also finding little fucking grapefruit sized turds in the bed.
It's true.
Oh my
and she's
God,
like, this
grapefruit
it's
size?
escalating. Yeah.
She's unaware
Oh
that she has 2 horrible children, and Burke is shitting in the bed, shitting everywhere.
Deviant children.
She's thinking little Jonbenet is shit in the bed now. It's escalating.
But is it not even possible that maybe Jonbenet never pissed the bed at all?
It's just Burke,
and it was just Burke the whole time.
Burke's going in there,
pissing on her.
Wow.
You can't say it's not possible.
No, he's obviously
shitting in the bed. He's already
shit
shitting
there. Yeah,
he's shitting in the bed.
When's the last time you took a shit and didn't piss at the same time?
You can't.
No, you can't.
You can't. But I also don't put it above.
Impossible.
It is impossible.
But I don't Burke is such a slimy little kid. I don't see it as uncommon for him to actually use a toilet and have a regular shit piss, and then fish it out with his hand and bring it into little Jonbenet's room.
Yeah, not only would he fish it out with his hand, he'd probably keep it in his mouth as he walks.
He's bringing it in fucking wet. It's wet when it shows up.
He's like a squirrel. He just
Why
stores
in his
it.
mouth?
Because he's a weirdo. He's like a little squirrel.
I'd say like back pocket of his little Levi's. Like I'm not saying he's
No
putting
way.
it in
He's
his
wearing
mouth.
pajamas when he's doing this.
He's putting it in his mouth.
I'm not gonna sign off on that. Like I think he's gonna use his hands for sure. Put it on his shoulder like a parrot, or his back pocket of his little Jordashes.
Yeah. Dribble it like a ball.
But that's why there's no Burke piss in the bed. But unless he is shit
I
pissing,
bet he's shit pissing all over.
I think he's shit pissing.
Yeah.
but him like shitting in a box of chocolates and giving it to her, and they finding it like a week later is the funniest thing in the world.
Yeah. Also, I'm just gonna say this: like, there's no way he didn't piss on her. Like, there's the escalation there is too.
You start
like,
with piss.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
don't go from not leaving your
Anything.
excrements, anything on
Yeah.
someone else's bed to shitting in it. Like, you piss first.
You piss first. Yeah.
You know, you gotta test those waters.
You gotta see how far you can go.
Piss on my back.
Piss on my back.
Yeah. Like, oh yeah. But what were you saying before that?
The dad did it.
No, not before that.
Not much
We were just
before
talking
that.
about like him shitting and
He's
pissing.
keeping his shit in his mouth.
Oh, then I think it's
That.
possible that like Burke might be innocent and Jonbenet shits her own bed.
So you think it's her shit?
Might be.
You can DNA test
Like
that.
you said,
though.
the
Not anymore.
escalation and
No,
the
you-
and
oh,
the
not
mother.
anymore, yeah.
Nothing
didn't
more
see
than
it.
she's fucking bones.
Yeah.
The mom's bones.
She's just
too.
money now.
Yeah.
Don't fucking spit all over my floor, you piece of shit.
Oh, God.
I gotta sleep here tonight. You're gonna
Keep that
escalate.
shit in your mouth.
Don't escalate.
Yeah.
Pissing on my floor, shitting on the floor.
This is how it starts. Purposely goes into a room and sneezes on
Yeah,
it.
that's the start.
That's how you start.
fucking-
That's the first body
Jesus.
fluid that flies.
Yeah.
Well,
That-
we have
that's
a.
interesting.
I feel like we're more divided than we were a year ago.
Yeah, we need more
There's
time.
so many
We need
theories.
another year to.
We need a couple more years. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a fan question from our friend Brian in Toronto, Christmas themed. If we want to
Oh,
like
fuck.
hit the rim
Oh,
with
wow.
that one.
Hit me, baby, one more time,
Hit
I think
me.
is what they say.
Yeah, this guy's gonna hit the bong while I bang out one question. Brian wants to know, with the holidays fast approaching, aka today,
Oh, fuck.
what are the experts hoping to get under the tree this year?
Wait, we answered this one last week.
I don't remember that.
Yeah,
Yeah, and I said I want some time off.
Well,
Under
we're
the
doing it
tree.
again.
We're doing a second round. I tell you what I don't want. Is a grapefruit sized piece of shit.
No.
That's- Yeah, I can do. Let's do a thing we don't want and a thing we do want, and hopefully one of us gets the thing.
I
we
don't.
don't. Do you
I
want
don't
some
want any more
fucking
fucking beanbags.
beanbag mittens or whatever the
Tell you
fuck
that
you
much.
got?
I don't want any clap.
I could use a pair of gloves. It's been
No.
pretty fucking cold lately.
Yeah, I could use a pair of gloves.
Now that I have this
I've been.
shitty part-time job that's like cold as shit. It's been like negative 20 this week,
And
and
you know
I'm
what? You could probably go for some clap too. To keep your dick warm.
I
Yeah,
could
yeah.
I could get
Keep a
some
little-
clap,
Little roasty.
Yeah.
put it on my hands for warmth.
Sometimes it's a good itch.
Yeah. Okay.
There's heat on that bitch.
You know when you just like scratch a good deep itch?
And in my experience, like clap comes hand in hand with really fucking cool girls.
Yeah, good sex.
Like I've had a good streak of like people
Yeah.
that are not
Yeah,
interesting.
fair enough.
yeah.
That yeah, I could go for some clap. That's what I want for
I could
Christmas.
go for some.
I want
hot
the
sex
clap.
Or the
under
potential,
that
at
fucking
least the
tree.
potential.
Dash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My roommate wants a tree
Yeah, you
really
want-
bad, and I refuse. I can't fucking get behind the tree. I don't want
Well,
anything
it's a
under
waste
my
of
tree.
time,
I don't
let's be
fucking
real.
The
Yeah.
world needs more trees, not
I mean,
less
if you
trees.
want, if you want the aesthetics of Christmas, just get some lights. You don't need a tree.
Right.
No,
Put
that's how
some
you
lights
burn
up.
your house down, though. You gotta keep those outside in the snow.
Do you have
Also,
any
my-
car lights? Van
like
lights?
on my
No,
car?
and
yeah.
actually,
Yeah,
that
this is-
I was hoping we were going to get into gripes. I do have lights in the van,
We
but
haven't
they're
done gripes in
in
a
the
while.
van.
No,
They
save
serve
it
a
for next week.
purpose.
Save your gripes for next week, you piece of
Unless
shit.
it relates.
Well, the gripes is lights related. It's all these people that like have decided this year. I've never seen it before that we're gonna put lights on our cars and
Oh,
drive
yeah.
around like that's fucking normal.
I've never seen that.
I've seen that.
Yeah?
That's
Dude,
pretty dumb.
when did that become a thing? It's like every third car has lights on its roof rack.
Those
That is
people are
fucked.
pedophiles.
That
for
is
sure.
pedophiles, yeah.
Full blown.
That's, you
For
know,
sure.
John Ramsey.
They're not just
Oh,
shitting
yeah.
in their own beds.
No, that's Burke
They're
grown
shitting
up.
in
Burke,
other people's
grown up
beds.
Burke.
Yeah.
John Ramsey's still alive, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
I think
so.
Patsy died.
Yeah, she got like ovarian cancer. I think.
She died of karma.
Yeah, I don't believe in karma or God or
But
anything.
I do believe in
but,
Patsy getting what she
like
deserves.
she got what she deserved,
Yeah,
and I'm not
she
gonna
did.
say that Johnny Cochran got what he deserved.
Yo, he got.
But
whatever he
like
deserved.
between OJ and MJ,
Yeah.
between the J's,
Full deserved.
he full deserved that brain cancer.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god. Well, on that note,
Yeah.
Happy holidays, Christmas, Kwanzaa, Hanukkah.
Happy Hanukkah.
Happy
Have a
Hanukkah.
crazy Kwanzaa.
Happy Scientology. Happy whatever the Muslims do.
Whatever.
Super solstice.
Happy all those things.
What do the Muslims
but also
do?
keep it to yourself. Also keep it
yeah.
to yourself. I don't want to be a part of it.
Happy mind your own business.
Yeah, keep it off my Hortons cup.
Yeah.
Happy. Happy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
don't want to see that shit. Santa, get off my McDonald's cup.
Yeah, you fucking cuck
Piece of
bitch.
shit.
Fucking cuck bitch.
Do you guys ever notice that, like, in all the, like, cartoons and shit, when Santa does stuff, he, like, stops on a house, delivers the presents, and then gets in his thing and drives, like, fucking 20 miles? Like, he doesn't go right to the neighbors.
Yeah.
to the next house, yeah.
Yeah.
So
like, park
inefficient.
it,
He's not
bud.
efficient
Park it.
at all.
You got
Not
a
efficient.
sack for a
He's
reason.
fucking ripping all around the world and not just the street at a time.
Yeah.
Piece of shit.
Yeah, it's people are like, "Oh, is reindeer fly?" It's like, no, they actually just jump house to house. It's not
It'd be
really
so
hard.
much more efficient if the reindeers just, like, used the roads like a normal car and he walked in and out of the front door.
Yeah, people
Than
just
having to
run
land on
your doors
roofs.
and try to fit in the chimney.
Yeah, it's fucking nonsense. Like all those other religions we said happy whatever you are to.
So is this our last episode of 2019?
Seems like.
The year of the pedophile?
You're the pedophiles.
We broke up so many rings.
We did.
Well, what's 2020 got in store?
Who
We'll find
knows?
out next week.
I don't know, man. Like,
Yeah, we'll find out next week.
find out next week. Property wars.
Property wars.
Yeah.
But yeah, until then, follow us on the socials.
Yeah.
Thank you, Frontline Fiesta. We used to have sponsors, but we don't anymore because we totally forgot about that.
Yeah.
But shout outs to
Also, I
Burger
never
King
liked
and
them.
KFC.
Yeah,
Yeah,
never
Mike
liked
was
them.
never on board. Yeah, thankfully, they never took off. So fuck those backpacks, wherever they were. Febreze is still cool.
Smell
You're
like
cool with
old
that.
soup.
Yeah,
Don't forget to Febreze your dick,
Febreze.
your ass, your pussy.
It's the holidays.
It's
Come
the
on.
holidays.
the
Your
holidays.
parents, your family
Yeah.
don't want to smell that.
Keep it festive. Get
Yeah.
some fucking candy cane mist on that shit.
ooh,
Ooh.
Ooh.
That's fucking, that's high, that's hoity-toity.
hoity.
Yeah,
See
baby.
y'all in 2020.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks everybody for tuning in this week. We are Pretty Much Experts. You can check us out on iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play, and YouTube. While you're at it, go have a look at our Facebook page. You can ask an expert any time of day or night, whatever you like. And if you're into it, be sure to like, subscribe, and comment. We want to hear from you, baby. Thanks again everybody. Tune in next week. We are Pretty Much Experts, and we love you, I guess.